Okay everyone, so I have recorded this video to show you how to work with the consolidate function. Okay, so to do this question I have opened 3 Excel files here, which is north versus south consolidation, then one file for northern data and one file for southern data. Okay, there is no specific task for this question. I just want to show you how consolidate function works in Excel. Okay, so I recorded all this, I opened all these files, north versus south consolidation, northern versus northern data and southern data. Now let's open north versus south consolidation file. Okay, so this is my Excel file over here, which is north versus south consolidation file. I want to populate the information in this file by adding the information from the northern file and the southern file together. Okay, so consolidate function is used when we want to add data from different workbooks into the single Excel file. Okay, so I want to add data for this product AAT 2314 for January, and the data should come from the total of January from northern file plus January information from the southern file. So I want to consolidate the northern and the southern file and show it into this file, which is north versus south consolidation. Okay, so let's see how do we use that consolidate function. So to do the consolidate function, you go to the data tab, and on the data tab you have this section called data tools. In this data tools you have this function over here, which is showing that you are sharing information from 2 sheets and putting into 1 sheet, which is your consolidate function. Summarize data from separate ranges and consolidate the results into a single output range. So you're consolidating data from different files into a single file. Okay, so click on that consolidate function. Sorry, I done this some trying before, so that's why you can see some data here, so I'll remove that. Let's start over fresh. So this is my consolidate function. What type of mathematical function I want to do is I want to add the data from the northern file and the southern file. So that's why I leave the function as sum. But if you want to see the difference between the northern file and the southern file, you can say subtract. If you want to count them, you can say count. If you want to take an average, you can take average. If you want to take maximum or minimum, so different functions are available for you in what you want to do using the consolidate function. So currently I want to add the information from the northern and the southern file, so I use my mathematical operation or function as sum. Now I need to tell to Excel which data I want to consolidate. So the first data I want to consolidate is the file from the data from the northern file. So I click on this arrow mark here. One more small window opens to tell me to select the data which I want to add. When this window opens, I go and open my northern file. So now you can see my northern file is open. I select the range of the data which I want to add from January for all the products to up to February. Okay, so from in the northern file, district 1 sheet, from B2 to M5 I have copied the data. Okay, once you copied the data, press enter and you're back in the consolidate window, and the first reference of the data has been created. But you want to add one more file. So before you add the next reference, click on add here. So now the first data which you want to add is created. Once it is created, delete the reference from the original one because now you want to add the next data. Now again click on the arrow mark to add the southern data file. Click here. Open the southern data file. All the files should be open before you do this. So now you can see my southern data file is open. Select the range of the data again and click enter. We are back into the consolidate function. Second reference has been created. Click add. So now you can see both the informations what we want to consolidate are now been included. If you want to consolidate more than 2 files, just remove this reference again and open the third file and include that one also. Okay, but here currently we are consolidating 2 functions. Okay, so when both the references are added and you finished your adding the information into the sheet, click OK. So now you can see we are in the north versus south consolidation file, and all the data has been added from the northern and southern into this file. When you click on any one value, you cannot see any formulas here like in the previous calculations, because these calculations are done by using a consolidate function. So it will not tell you where this data is taken from, but you will only see the answers. Like if I see here, under January for KJ3139, I have 1060. So I want to check if it is right or wrong. So I open the northern file. In northern file, January for KJ3931 is 525. Open the southern file. For January, KJ3931 is 535. So 535 and 525 will give you 1060. So the data has been successfully consolidated. Okay, so that is how we use the consolidate function. Sometimes they may ask you, sometimes they may not. So this is of a least preference, so that's why I did it at the end. Now one more thing which I said was left out in the classes was how to do find and replace. Okay, now I have here 3 product codes. Okay, let's say one of my product code is incorrect. Okay, let's say this product code I typed over here is WM4356. Okay, this is just an example I am showing you. WM4356. Let's say this is incorrect. The correct product code is WM4365. Okay, so I want to, rather than just changing it, because here it is only one instance, you can change it. But let's say this data is in so many columns, so you cannot search and change one by one manually. So find and replace will help you to find any specific value what you want to find and replace it with another file, another figure, whatever you want. So I want to change this WM4356 to WM4365. Okay, so to do that, go to the data tab. Okay, so to do this find and replace, in the home tab you have this option over here called find and replace. Click on that and use this option which says replace. Okay, you're finding and replacing together, so don't use find, use replace. So I select replace. I want to find WM4356 and I want to replace it with WM4365. Okay, so just assuming that one of my number is incorrect, I want to find wherever that number is and I want to replace it with a different file. Once I type that, I will say replace all, and you can see it's saying all done and we have made one replacement. Say OK and you can close this window, and you can see this data over here. Instead of WM4356, it is now, instead of WM4356, now it is WM4365. So this is your find and replace, very simple. Okay, so you just go to find and select, click on replace, type what you want to find, replace with what you want to find and replace all, And when you do that, if Excel has changed any data, it will tell you how many replacements have been done. Here it only made once, so that's why it only showed one replacement was done. Okay, thank you guys. I hope you find this video helpful.